I did forget to turn on the soundboard. I'm going to end this and restart a brand new video because I'm just going to have to throw this one away. There was no sound. Those of you on Twitter, Periscope, and Facebook, hold on just 1 second. I'll be right back. Hi, folks. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. YouTube has announced, Coast to Coast is reporting that YouTube has announced they're going to use Wikipedia in an effort to, what they say, is combat loathsome conspiracy theories, specifically those that are following shootings that, say the shootings weren't real and things of that nature, Columbine, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And YouTube has decided their CEO announced, and here's the article right here being reported by Coast to Coast AM. Her name is, what's her name? Susan Wojcicki or Wojcicki. I think the J is probably silent. They're going to target major conspiracies first, such as the moon hoax landing, which is interesting that they picked that one first. It's interesting that they picked that one first. But what they're going to do is they're going to put information from Wikipedia alongside conspiracy theory videos in an effort to balance them, and perhaps, as Coast to Coast says, in an effort to thwart them or overturn them. Now, Wikipedia, for its part, says, hey, look, we're not involved with this. And I'm one of the few people that actually give money to Wikipedia. I give $10 every year to Wikipedia because I use Wikipedia a lot. And no, it's not perfect, but it's a great resource of a lot of information, and it's, right there at hand. And when you're running the Gospel Truth Army, time is of the essence. So Wikipedia says, look, we are not partnering with YouTube. We're just allowing YouTube to use our information to put into their videos. So YouTube is basically saying, look, if you put up a conspiracy video or a video that we can term a conspiracy video, and we think it's unbalanced and we think that it needs to be balanced, we're going to put information from Wikipedia on your video to balance it. Now, I could see this video going, and if I said all mountains are really cut down trees, I could see them on the bottom strolling. According to researchers, mountains are not cut down trees, and here's the proof. That's what I could see. Or maybe they'll split the screen and show a Wikipedia saying something different than what you're saying. But what they're not saying they're going to take that. And I know a lot of people, and the concept is rather worrisome, says Coast to Coast, because no matter where one stands on specific conspiracy theories, including the more loathsome of the lot, it puts the power to police information into the hands of YouTube rather than individual users. Now, I understand what they're saying, and I certainly have a sympathy for people like Heidi Vandenberg, who is now, and who's experiencing exactly this. She's now suspended from YouTube for 3 months because of a video that she did with Jenny and I think Rex on the Parkland shooting. So this is exactly what is happening. And come on, Flat Earth. Don't think this is about you. It's not about you. Although they will probably go after you. But my question is this really censorship, or is this a tempest in a teacup? Now, it probably doesn't surprise you that I have a different take on this. And here's my take. Let's say it could have been, if it had been in place, it might have been better for Heidi. Because if they were, let's say, and I only watched about half the video, let's say that Heidi's doing this video, and in YouTube's opinion, she's saying things that they don't want said. Perhaps they would have just put the Wikipedia information up on her video and wouldn't have banned her. I don't know if that's the way it would work, but it sounds like that's the way it would work, that they will put information on your video. Now, here I come getting myself in trouble with all my friends on YouTube. I get accused of censoring people on my channel. Because guess what? If you come on my channel and you're rude, I will delete your comment. If you come on my channel and you want to hijack my chat rooms and start teaching your opinions during my shows, I will delete your comments. Somebody says YouTube is a service. It's not a service. Let me talk about that. That's what I'm talking about right now. So if you come on to my, like right now, if you come to this chat and start talking about something that is off the subject, I will delete your comment. If you start coming in here saying I'm wrong and starting to preach your doctrine, I will delete your comment. There are whole websites out there, whole YouTube channels out there that got started because I wouldn't let them, because I would not let them preach their doctrine on my channel because it's my channel. And they went and started their own channel, and good on them for starting their own channel. Adam says YouTube is a business, and he's right. So here's the point. When you come on my channel and I control the things that you say, I'm not censoring you. It's my channel. When you come into my house, I'm not going to let you smoke. That doesn't mean I'm limiting your civil rights. That's meaning I'm telling you what you can and cannot do in my house. And when you come on my channel, there's things that you can do. It's a place of open discussion, but there's limits. If you come on my channel, I'm going to give you some parameters within which you must remain. And YouTube's the same way. In my opinion, if YouTube says, look, you can't talk about this on our platform, they have every right to do it. YouTube is not a service. YouTube is a business. And YouTube is allowing us, and I know a lot of people don't like this, YouTube is allowing us to use their platform. And guess what? They're allowing us to use it completely free of charge. I've been on YouTube. We're over 1,200 videos now, and I haven't paid a nickel. Hello, Joanne. I haven't paid a nickel to put any of them up. Now, every now and then, like I got hit with a copyright violation. Rumors swirl, oh, Jeff did this. No, it was a copyright violation. I wrote back and said, no, it's not a copyright violation. Within 3 weeks, my channel was back. And that would have been better for me. If my video is on and they say, oh, Wikipedia, this is supposedly a copyright violation, and then I don't know, maybe they're not going to take the videos down. They're going to put up Wikipedia information. Anyway, I think it might have been better for Heidi. I'm sorry Heidi got banned. I really am. And I wish she wouldn't have. I don't think it's right. But here's the point, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube has a right to say what you can put on their service for free. They have a right. And they're not saying, just like I have a right to say what is going to be on this channel. Some of the things you want to say on here, I'm not going to let you. That doesn't mean I'm censoring you. That means that I'm running my channel my way. And guess what? You are free to start your own channel and say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say on your channel. You're not censored. But you can't say everything you want to say on my channel. Like Diane says, it's YouTube's game. You have to play by their rules. If you don't like it, look elsewhere. Simple. That's so true. I think 90 days Heidi's going to be banned. Do I think they're heavy-handed? Yes. Do I think they're too quick to pull the trigger? Yes. But guess what? I don't like that. I can't walk into my mom's house and just go into her refrigerator and eat everything I want. I got to ask. It's her stuff. YouTube has a right to the intellectual property on their service that they're providing for free. Personally, I kind of like the idea that they're going to put Wikipedia information up. Let's say flat Earth comes up. The Earth is flat. There's no doubt about it. And boop, here's a little bubble that says, scientists have reportedly shown, here's the math, that it's not flat. If I put up a video that says Apostle Paul was the first Antichrist, and they put up a little blip that says all Christian scholars determined that Paul was not the Antichrist. Well, I kind of like it. Call me crazy, call me weird. I kind of like it. I like the balance. And if you're going to make statements that are questionable, why would you be upset that information is going to be posted that will give the other side? I don't have any problem with balance. I'm not like L.A. Marzulli. I'm not afraid of competing information. I'm not like Scotty Clark. I'm not afraid of competing information. I don't have my tail tucked between my legs, running and hiding like a cucaracha cockroach because I'm afraid of light being shined on me. I am not afraid like Marzulli and like Clark. And I know that there's a lot of people that are going to be real upset and get ready for the onslaught of videos about YouTube censorship and how horrible it is. And I know a lot of my friends are going to think that I'm crazy. But, dude, I'm actually glad they're going to put Wikipedia information up on videos. And I hope that Wikipedia information goes up on my videos that are talking about some of the things I talk about, because you know what that'll do? And I'm just talking about me, okay? If it says, if I say Paul's the Antichrist and they show up here, Christianity says he's not, here's a Wikipedia reference, click here. It's going to make people study. They're going to click on that Wikipedia reference. They're going to say, well, that's kind of a lame explanation. It allows, it's going to allow for more study. It's going to allow for more balanced information. Like IOX says, it'll give me material for my next show. If I'm doing a show and up pops a competing thing from Wikipedia, guess what? Ooh, there's another idea for another show. Please stay on subject. So is it censorship? I don't know if it's censorship or not. I don't think it is, personally. Censorship would be if you can't, like me, right now, I've got a website, jeffreydarty.com. I could stream from that website all day long, as much as I want. And I used to do it, but it's like putting up, compared to YouTube, where I get thousands of views on every video, live streaming on my own site's like putting up a advertisement on a tree in the middle of the forest. Comparatively, 100, 200, 300 people see it, but not 2,000 or 3,000, right? So it is not censorship if YouTube wants to put balancing information on their service. It's not censorship. It's YouTube doing what they want to do. And here's somebody telling me, shut up, shut up. Doesn't like censorship, so he's telling me to shut up. Brain surgeon over there on Periscope. So is YouTube censoring? I say no, they're not censoring. Is YouTube putting on rules controlling the information on their service that they offer you for free? Yeah, it is. And I actually think it's an improvement. Like I said, I'm going to figure out how to delete comments on the YouTube, on the Periscope, on the Twitter, because we got idiots over there. And it's either block all the comments right now or let dummies say things that I can't control. And see, I want to censor my Periscope. I want to censor my Twitter. I want to censor my Facebook. I don't want people to be able to say stupid things without having their comments removed. That's not censorship, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jeffrey Daugherty controlling what's on his show. Censorship would be, you've got to watch the show. Guess what? Dummy. All you have to do is turn this off. Just turn it off. If you don't like what I'm saying, well, bye. Turn it off. Turn it off. Just turn it off. And I'm going to have to, because these idiots over here are being... One second. Isn't that something? Where you got to hide the chat on a platform because some people want to be vulgar and gross and idiots. They're everywhere. It's not like YouTube where I can just delete individual comments. Maybe it is. I just can't figure out how to do it. But listen, in my opinion, this is better than YouTube just banning Heidi arbitrarily. If they put a Wikipedia up on her video that gives competing information in an effort to balance her, if they do it to me, like when I had that copyright violation, I'd rather get the Wikipedia on my show than get banned, just boom, and not know why. Because I got a copyright infringement that wasn't legitimate. See, these things are done, a lot of them, just by AI. And I challenged it, and within 3 weeks, it was removed because it wasn't legitimate. To my way of understanding this, if they put the damn Wikipedia information on there, then I'm okay with that. In fact, I like it. I like the balance. And I think that if you're really teaching truth, if you're really sharing information that you feel people need to hear, you welcome balance. You're not afraid like Marzulli. You're not afraid like Clark. I'll guarantee you Rex Bear's not worried about this. Do you think Rex really cares if he's talking about 5G and a little thing from Wikipedia pops up and says that there's no data to confirm that 5G is harmful to humans? Do you think Rex cares? No. I think Rex will like it just like me. I love the balance. I love the counterbalance. That's why I'd love to debate Marzulli or Clark in a respectful back and forth debate. Information versus information. I love it. I love it. And I hope that they start putting Wikipedia information up on my channel competing with what I'm saying, because when I make a statement and then the Wikipedia comes up and says what my opponents say, people are going to look at that and say, dude, that's lame. It's going to make me look really smart, which isn't that easy to do. It's going to make me look really good. And if you're really spreading truth, if you're really giving out important information, you're not afraid of competing information. If you really are trying to put out truth, then you don't care about competing information. If you're trying to run a scam, if you're trying to make a buck more than anything else, if you're trying to do something to just take advantage of people's sheep-like mentality, then you're worried about this. And I know I'm speaking in blanket statements. It's not as if I've tried to write Wikipedia articles, and it's not as easy as they make it seem. But anyway, I'll guarantee you Rex Bear is not worried about this. I doubt Wayne's too worried about this. Wayne may make us think about it. But I don't think that it's censorship, and I don't think it's censorship because YouTube is offering a free service. I've got 1,200 videos up here. Didn't cost me a nickel to put any of them up here. In fact, sometimes they give me a little bit of money at the end of the month. It's YouTube's platform. Hey, Brian. It's YouTube's platform. They're paying me to be on here. In a way, I work for them. And all they're saying is, listen, if you want to continue to broadcast your videos on our platform for free, and oh yeah, by the way, if you want to get a few dollars here and there as well, we're giving you some rules that you're going to have to follow, and it's YouTube's right to do it. YouTube has the right to say, guess what? Here's what we want on our channel. Here's what we don't want on our channel. Just like Jeffrey Darty has the right to say, you idiots can't say that stuff on my channel. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't say anything I don't like in this channel, because you do, and I allow you. I allow discussion. I allow debate to a certain point, but I don't allow rudeness, and I'm not going to allow you, pardon me, to hijack any of my subject. So in the end, all YouTube is doing is saying, when you come to my house, you can't smoke your cigar, in my opinion. However, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a wake-up call to those of us that are in the information sharing community. It's probably not out of order to think that this might be step number one. And now they're saying that, well, Lit T, I mean, you can disagree, but the fact of the matter is YouTube is free. YouTube lets me put information on here. YouTube gives me a few dollars, and if they tell me I can't smoke cigars in their house, they have the right to do so. And if I say, damn it, I'm going to smoke cigars, I've got the right to go somewhere else and smoke them. It's not censorship. It's not censorship. Can you know why you guys are a clique? Heidi, Rex, Wayne, Jeff, Trisha, because we like each other, because we trust each other, because we share information that's along the same lines, and we're all trying to help you unindoctrinate yourself. Why are we a clique? We're friends. See, there's an example. I could block that, but I didn't. You can start your own show and say anything you want if you don't like the fact that I limit your comments on my show. And some of you have. Good for you. There's like 3 or 4 anti-Jeff shows. That's all they are. Anti-Jeff channels. I think it's hilarious. But good for them. They started them. But listen to this. And Lit T is an interesting person, so I'll respond to this. You don't have any proof that YouTube is run by money stolen from us through the government to pay for spying technology. You don't have any proof of that. Now, I know that's your opinion, but you don't have any proof of that. And I've let you share that opinion because I respect you. And a lot of people probably think that, but dudes, come on. You can't just say YouTube is stealing money. YouTube is funded by money that we pay in taxes, and the CIA is running YouTube. You just can't say that without showing me some facts. This would be a perfect example. If I get on here and say YouTube is run by the CIA, stealing money from your taxes, Wikipedia, bloop, YouTube is a privately owned corporation owned by Google. Its CEO is this. Its average month or yearly income is this, and this is their profit and loss statement. Boom. It's called balance. Wouldn't it be great if L.A. Marzulli can go on and say, I never said September 23 was going to be the rapture, and then I hear pops up a little video, bloop. I'm not saying that the rapture is going to happen on September 23, but all the signs point to that. That would be awesome. I would love it. And anything I say, I hope they post the opposing views, because that makes more people study and more people think. And when more people think and study, bam, I think it's really a good thing. But listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to wake up, and it's time to start preparing, and it's time to start getting yourself some alternative means of spreading your information. If you don't have a website, you better start a website. If you don't know how to live stream from your website, you better learn how to live stream from your website. Because if YouTube decides not only can you not smoke cigars in their house, but you can't smoke cigarettes in their house either. Or what if they decide you can't come in my house? Which is their right. It's free. They're paying you to be here. If they decide, you know what, we don't like you anymore, we're not going to pay you anything, that would cause a lot of people to go. Or if they decide, you know what, not only are we not going to pay you anymore, but we're not going to let you come in the house anymore. It's their right. That's not censorship. It's their right, in my opinion. I totally feel that as creators, we have rights or should own our own channels. You don't, how can you say you own your own channel? You own your own channel if it's on your own website. You don't own a channel on YouTube. At most, you're renting it. They're letting you use it for free. Free. It costs you free 99. FREE 99 to be on YouTube. It's free. You don't own it. Is your YouTube channel run on is it housed on your servers or YouTube servers? I'll wait. Is it broadcast using YouTube's bandwidth or your bandwidth? I'll wait. Do YouTube's engineers maintain it or do you maintain it? I'll wait. Is it my channel or your channel? It's mine. Is it their platform or my platform? It's theirs. I'm here and there with their permission, and I'm grateful for it. But this is a shot across the bow. Start your own website. Learn to stream your own video to your own website. Look for alternatives to YouTube. They're out there. Don't put all your eggs in the black and red YouTube basket, because times may be coming where we're just too much of a hassle for them. And even if they say no more people like us on YouTube, I will still say that's not censorship. That's them saying, you know what? It's not worth it. It's like me and the flat earthers. I basically said no more flat earth comments on my channel. I'll let you, make a statement or two, but we're not going to have debates anymore because it's not worth it. The day might come where YouTube says, the hell with all of these conspiracy theories. I don't think it will, because remember, YouTube is selling advertising on these videos, and people love to watch the conspiracy videos. So I don't think they're ever going to ban us. But if they did, it's their right. And you better have somewhere else to go. That's one of the reasons I'm going on shortwave radio a week from yesterday. I've got an alternative outlet in case YouTube says, in case YouTube looks at me and says, well, bye. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Periscope. I'm on Facebook. I don't have all my eggs in the YouTube basket. Being banned from YouTube for 3 weeks taught me this. It taught me this. So are they censoring? I don't think they're censoring. I really don't think they're censoring. And I don't know what Lynn T is talking about. False advertising about being our right. I'm not saying anything that's false. It's all true. It's all true. They're collecting data for AI. Are they? Do you have proof they're collecting data for AI? And let me ask you, when you come onto YouTube, you click the little box, I agree with, yeah, you clicked it. You clicked the damn box that said, I agree. You clicked the box that said, I agree to abide by and go along with. You clicked the box. You clicked the box and said, okay, I'll behave myself the way you want me to in your house. Don't click the box. And guess what happens if you don't click the box? You're probably not going to be on YouTube, but you clicked the box. Marsden Brooks always kind of boils it down to the bottom line. Marsden Brooks says, if your information can't be vetted, what good is it? My brother, Marsden Brooks, I love it. I'm not afraid of my information being challenged. I'm not afraid of my information being vetted, and I guarantee you neither is Rex Bear. And it would have been better for Heidi if this scenario had been in place and they would have put competing information up on her video instead of banning her. I think it's a better system than just banning people arbitrarily by some bot or AI or some algorithm. To tell you the truth, I like it better. I'm glad they're doing it. I want to see competing information come up on my channel. I want to see alternative explanations come up on my channel because it makes me look better. Because my explanations make more sense than what the powers that be say. My explanations make more sense than what the powers that be say. My information is better, stronger, faster, and it resonates with truth, especially when it's compared with the lame-ass 2,000-year-old broke down logic of those that oppose me. I would love nothing better than for me when I say there's not going to be a rapture. Boop. Francisco Rivera, Jesuit priest, predicted rapture. I would love it. I welcome it. I welcome it. I don't think it's censorship. I think it's balance. And I welcome it. And in the immortal words of that great American philosopher, Marsden Brooks, if your info can't be vetted, what good is it? That is strong, strong stuff. Let's go back to the beginning of the chat room. This should be fun. Lots of chatting in here today, lots of opinions. And I realize this is only my opinion. Comedy is a great cover. It really is. Heidi is temporarily banned from live shows, not her whole channel. That's true. But she can't make a live show for 90 days. And brother, cousin, trust me, it puts the brakes on your channel. It's a huge blow. And there is a right to appeal a decision. Heidi did appeal it. They rejected her appeal. But there is a right to appeal a decision. Paul Hall says, Jeff, will they start correcting you in the Bible? Boy, I sure hope so. I really hope so. I hope so. When I say that the Christ said that there's not going to be any signs of his appearing, and if it automatically popped up showing Paul saying, oh, yes, there will be some signs, my work is done. I'm here to show you that the Christ taught one thing, Paul taught another thing. So if I say that the Christ said you're filled with the spark of divinity, and they pop up Paul saying you're filled with original sin, they're helping a brother out. I'm excited about it. But the game is fixed by the CIA. Where's your proof? We paid to the service through CIA stealing from our property. Where's the proof? It is our right. No, it's not, because you don't have any proof. We don't have to limit ourselves to YouTube. Diane, very, very well. Very, very well stated. You do have to follow the rules, but I heard they hired a ton of people to censor programs. Again, where's the proof? And that's okay. If they want to challenge my information, Please do, because you make me look smarter. Don't you understand that? Rex, Heidi, Wayne, me. When you challenge our information with the standard information of the standard paradigm, we look smart. Man, it's hot. We look smart. I look smarter when they put up the counter information to what I teach, because what I teach is makes so much more sense. It's so much more intuitively correct. It has the resonance of truth. Please, YouTube, please put up counter information from Wikipedia on my channel. I give Wikipedia money. Bring it on. Bring it on. You got to have balance, says Carmen. I agree. There are competing platforms to YouTube. I suggest that we branch out and use them. I'm going on shortwave, and I'm going to explore some other things besides the alternative platforms I use now. And that'd be a good message to YouTube as well. If they see a drop in people using their platform, and if they see an increase in other platforms, they'll be like, Follow the money, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the money. Due diligence is good. You can make it work for you. Play it like chess, not checkers. Justin, really good. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to make a statement here that's going to make some people mad. I hope not friends of mine, but if you think that this is censorship, you're playing checkers. If you welcome this move by YouTube, brother, sister, you're playing chess. And you might even be playing Star Trek style 3-level chess if you really understand what's happening. Because like I said, man, the more counter information they give to the things I say, the better I look. The more falsehood that gets contrasted with the truth that I bring to you, the better I look. That's just the way it is, cousin. I'm in the truth spreading business, and this YouTube decision means business is a booming even more. Just so you know. I like that. This is better than just making blanket statements. I agree. It's actually using references. If you have to funnel to other platforms to avoid censorship, yep, I agree. Wikipedia is cool with bubbles of information, it sounds like, but they're using people to censor after the wiki flags, the shows and channels. Balancing info is great. I agree. Did this clampdown start after advertiser complaints? It might have. And let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the advertising dollars. Same thing with your movies, your TV. And if YouTube can't sell any advertising on your videos, guess what? Your videos aren't going to be monetized anymore. They'll probably let you keep them up here, but dude, YouTube isn't doing this because they love you so much. They're doing this because it makes money. And if you don't make any money, then they're not going to give you any honey. It's just the way it is. It's totally fine. It's your content and property, Huckleberry. You're a daisy. Forces humans to see both sides. It only helps with truth. I agree. Thank you, Paul. More info is better than less. I agree. And how can putting out more info be censorship? Let me see. They're not going to block anything I'm trying to say. They're not going to edit out anything I say. They're going to put more information on the screen about what I say. And again, I love it because more information makes me look smarter. Having you exposed to the contrasting opinion to mine makes me look smart. And that's not easy to do. It'll be supporting info for me. I'm not sure what Scott Clark's channel is, and I'm not trying to promote his channel. And here's the point. They'll have to do some real convincing when Rex is putting out the evidence from patents. Yeah. And they're going to have to do some real convincing when I'm putting out the evidence from the scriptures, and they're putting out Paul's counter arguments. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's a tempest in a teacup. It's not censorship. It's just going to make the good people better, and it's going to make the weak go away. Ooh, that's a hard statement. If you don't like what's going on over here, you have to go back to the kiddies table. If you're playing checkers, then this game is not for you anymore. But if you're playing chess, that's just my game. If this really bothers you, it's like that scene in Tombstone when Ike was all upset and Doc says, I know. Let's have a spelling contest. Look, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. If your information can't stand competing and contrasting information, work on your stuff, bro. Work on your stuff, sis. Competing information, contrasting information, more information makes chess players look good. It makes those of us that are playing 3D chess look really good. And if that means that some of you can't play checkers here anymore, well, bye. We're running out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We're the last generation of real humans. And if you're not a big dog, best you stay on the porch. If you're playing checkers, they've just upped this game beyond your skill level. And if you're playing chess, you better learn to play 3D chess, because it's going to be the land of big boys and girls now. And I'm very, 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 very glad, because most people's information can't stand counter information. Most people's information can't stand in the face of competing arguments. Chess players, 3D chess players, we look better. We look smarter. We look stronger. We look faster. This is just my game. Say when. If you can stand and grow and thrive in this, you're a daisy if you do. Those of you that are complaining, why? You look like somebody just walked over your grave. And guess what? They did, because you're done. If you can't stand competing information, you're done. I think it's going to take months for it to roll out. It's off-putting to new people interested in these topics. I've had loads of nasty stuff and have been attacked on other channels by trolls by making a reasonable comment. Well, and I get this a lot, and we're just going to ramble on. I get this a lot. Why did you block me for making a reasonable comment? Well, number one, if you'd have made a reasonable comment, I wouldn't have blocked you. Here's my process. If you say something that I don't like, if you say something that's off topic, if you say something that's rude, I'm going to say, and I'm not saying this to Lauren Cooper, I'll use Marsden Brooks because it never happens. Marsden Brooks, please be careful. You'll hear me say that. And then if Marsden Brooks, which he never does and never will, says something bad again, something I don't like again, I'll remove that comment. And then if Marsden Brooks does it a third time, I'll put him in timeout. And then if Marsden Brooks does it a fourth time in the same chat, if he goes all, I'm not going to say a person's name, then I will hide his comments on this channel. Lauren Cooper, with all due respect, it's not your channel. And it's not up to you to decide what's reasonable on this channel. You get 4 chances. You got to piss me off 4 times in the same show in order to get banned. Maybe what you think is reasonable, the host doesn't think is reasonable. Maybe what I think is reasonable, YouTube doesn't think is reasonable. And guess what? YouTube has just as much right to say, you can't say this on our channel, Jeff, for free when we're paying you, as I have to say to Lauren Cooper and anybody else, you can't say this on my channel when you're listening to it for free. You can't come in my house and start passing gas and being flatulent. You can't do it. I'll ask you to leave politely. You can't come into my house and start smoking a Swisher Sweet cheap ass cigar. You can't do it. I won't allow it. It's my house. And right now, we're in YouTube's house. And if I'm going to be a guest in YouTube's house, I'm going to have to put out my Swisher Sweet if they ask me to. And if the day comes when I can no longer come into YouTube's house and abide by the request that YouTube makes, then I'll be, well, bye. I'm going on shortwave to give me another outlet. I have the ability to stream directly from my website. I'm on Periscope. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. And I'm looking to get on more. Why? Because you want to reach more people and you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, YouTube red and black basket. Just don't do it. It makes no sense. It means YouTube is finally debating me. Oh, I would love it. Love it. Love it. Jeff, it's not free. We're the product of what? Yeah, it is. Show me proof, and it is free. And you clicked the box. You clicked the box. I agree to abide by all of the standards and click. You click the box. If you click the box, stop whining. If you click the box and you're whining, you're a checker player. Take your board, take your checkers, go to the kiddies table. This is 3D chess. It's not for you anymore. Because I'll say it again, those of us playing chess, this makes us look good. Those of you playing checkers, it overturns your board and throws your little checkers all over the ground. I totally see your point. Still see the incredible grip that censorship potentially has. But guess what, April? Even then, it's not censorship. Right now, April, I don't know you. And if you just came up here and walked into my house, I would say, whoa, 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 get out of my house. Who are you? What are you here for? What are you doing? And I'm certainly not going to pay you $5 for it because I don't know you. And that's not censorship to say you can't come in my house if I don't know you. And you got to put out that Swisher Sweet before you come in my house. That's not censorship. Oh, you put out your Swisher Sweet. Oh, you're April Corbin Ahmed. Oh, come on in. But you still can't bring in that Swisher Sweet. It's not censorship. It's not censorship. I'm inviting you on this channel. YouTube's inviting me on their platform. They're paying for it. They're streaming it. They're maintaining it. They're engineering it. They're promoting it. They're providing it. I'm their guest. It's their living room. I don't put my feet up on their table. It's their living room. I don't pee on their sofa. It's their living room. And I can't wait for them to start putting counterbalancing information to my information on my shows. Probably won't happen, but I love it. It's fantastic. For everything, there's a give and take. It'll be great if they bubble up facts. And I hope they don't just shut people down and ask questions later. Melissa, I think that this will have the opposite effect. From my understanding, they'll put the facts up to counterbalance what people are saying instead of just shutting people down. More information is good. Brian Parker, Tactical Sovereignty, says, we learn through debate. If our mind is closed to other views, we'll never learn. Smart man. Brian, I was wearing your shirt on one of my shows. I don't know if you saw that or not. There's a lot of work. There is a lot of work. Thank you for reaching out to inform others. Thank you, Michigan. Google censorship is out of control when researching the Sumerian language. It's not censorship. It's not censorship. Put out your Swisher Sweet. And if we put up here, perfect example, T.L. Clark. Zechariah Sitchin showed that the word Shem means rocket ship. Wikipedia, bloop. The word Shem actually means name. Sitchin either got drunk, got high, passed out and hit his head, made it up. Shem doesn't mean rocket ship, can't mean rocket ship. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard. But it's in the 12th planet, and you read the 12th planet, and you like Zechariah Sitchin, and you say that Shem means rocket ship, and in your head it does, but bloop, Wikipedia, Shem doesn't mean rocket ship. I think that's great stuff. You might go, look, oh, well, what does Shem mean? Well, Shem doesn't mean rocket ship. Maybe I should read Zechariah Sitchin's work again. Now, I'm not saying Sitchin didn't do some good work, but Shem does not mean rocket, never has, never will, can't. I'm sorry, I got no problem with that. I like it. I like Wiki as well. I totally feel we have rights. You don't own your channel. You don't own your channel. If you want to own your channel, start a website, stream it live to your website. You own it. You're renting. You're not even renting on YouTube. You're a guest. Wake the hell up. Thank you, Brandon. I agree. There's a much larger crew, and it's not a clique. That's stupid. Heidi, Jeff, and Rex are just about 3 out of 20. My crew is tight and larger. Cliques are, my crew is tight and larger. Cliques are high school mentality. Melissa, well said. And Lizzie brings us back to reality. It's a beautiful day here in Arizona. Thank you, Lizzie. I need to learn, been putting off, make us work. Exactly. Lit T, hats off to you. A great opportunity to use that platform, says Rachel B. Countering with facts and common sense to anything that gets put up. Guessing you'll know what's on it after you post. You could have follow-up vids breaking it down. Rachel B, 2008, playing 3D chess. Way to go, girl. In fact, you can make money. That's true. Can't make a lot, but you can make some. The content is intellectual property, not the platform. You're putting it on the platform. You're deciding to put it on the platform. You click the box. You're saying, in exchange for you letting me put this up on this platform, I'm going to put it out there. And they do guard your content from being copied. Nothing's ever truly free. Exactly. But it's free to you. YouTube's free to you. YouTube's free to me. I've never paid $1 for YouTube. In fact, I made a little money on YouTube. So it is free to me. It's free because they're selling advertising on the videos I make. And if my videos are good and interesting, they're going to sell more advertising. They're going to let me stay, and they're going to give me $1 here and there. Well, I pay for Wi-Fi. You do pay for Wi-Fi, Catherine. No doubt about it. Just got into YouTube's good books. Oh, I don't know about that. I still own my content. Once they share it, they have a license to it. Yeah, I agree. Their house, their rules. Bottom line, says Brian Parker. Absolutely right, sir. Don't have to like it. I know Brian didn't like it. He's all about tactical sovereignty. But he understands the reality. Brian's playing 3D chess. He's not playing checkers. Thanks for the spot in your house to listen, but I have to go. See you, Michigan Ogre. If nothing else, I guess the advertising about it being our right. It is not your right. It's a privilege that YouTube is affording you. You've got no right to come in my damn house, and you got no right to come into YouTube's house. It's a privilege. They're inviting you in. You're a guest. And if they invite you in, they can ask you to leave. It's not a right. It's a privilege. Yeah, do you have proof? You click the box. I'm with you, Jeff. Don't yell at me. I don't think I yelled at you. The funny thing is that Jeff has a case on censorship. The churches would fund his defense. Don't know what you mean on that. Imagine if Jesus had YouTube. Imagine if Jesus was real. I'll be in your hood Monday and Tuesday, Jeff. Well, we should hook up and have a cup of coffee. My coffee just turned off. Where can we hear you on the radio? It'll be on 7780 kilohertz, KHZ, I think, and 9955 kilohertz on shortwave radio a week from today, or a week from yesterday. And I'll tell you the times. 7780 and 9955 every week, worldwide shortwave radio. It's in the user agreement form, says T.L. Clark. Absolutely it is. Sorry, I need to get back up here. It hopped on me, and I don't want to miss some of these. These are good stuff. Sandra D's not worried. She's not playing checkers. Damn it. Well, we got a lot to go through. And if you have to leave, I understand. Wow, there's a lot of comments in here today. Come on, where is it? It's in the user agreement. However, they are betting people are so addicted to the platform they won't move. I'm not going to move. I won't leave YouTube until they drag me away kicking and screaming. I'm here till they throw me out. I'm that guest that won't leave until you say, look, you got to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. A good chat room will say to the host basic info and counter arguments. Yeah. Google probably does collect info on you and sell it to their advertisers. Listen, if I'm selling advertising and I've done it, I've got to be able to say, listen, you should advertise on YouTube because we've got 10,000 people between 28 and 45 listening every second, and they have disposable income in excess of $20,000 a year. Damn right they're collecting information because they're selling some ads, sister. Okay. Shane thinks there's proof that YouTube's collecting data. He also thinks there's proof that Google's building an AI database. I'd like to see the proof, and they may be doing it. Adam says there should be checks and balances. I think it's balanced, says Brandon. I agree. If a passion for your message has more value than making $1, you'll find a way to release it, YouTube or not. I love it. You have to follow the rules. Competing info sounds awesome, says Melissa. I'm super glad you're strong. Thank you. Heidi should have a backup channel. Yeah, she should. She probably will. Heidi's a smart girl. I think it's better. It would have been better for Heidi if this had been in place now. Heidi and Jenny. It's Jenny's birthday. Happy birthday, Jenny Moonstone. You don't irritate me, Led T. This is good debate. And it's not everyone that can handle debate, so my hand is off to you, see, because it really is. I did have one on, but now it's off. Who's the gatekeeper of information? The person who owns the platform, Irma. Who's the gatekeeper of information on this channel? This guy. Who's the gatekeeper of information on the YouTube platform? YouTube and Google. You're not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't see why you're not worried. Am I not a conspiracy theorist? I thought I was, but I want to be a conspiracy theorist. All the other kids are conspiracy theorists. I saw somewhere in a lady's channel that they were saying we are radicals. Absolutely. In the great words of the great poet Snoop Dogg, 1, 2, 3, and to the 7. I don't understand what that means. I'm white. I'm old. I don't get it. Somebody help me out. This is a marine blouse, I believe I'm wearing. This isn't good news for me then. Eek, says Sandra. I don't think it's going to hurt you, Sandra. I'm loving it. I've just listened to so many free speech spouting truthers, it's hard not to get wrapped up in demanding our freedom. I understand what you're saying, Lit T. I really do. But we're guests in YouTube's house. That's exactly what I'm saying. Who decides what is conspiracy? Again, the person who's providing the platform. Chess is good. There's a checkerboard behind your head. How do you know it's not a chessboard? Conversation without proof is gossip. Ooh, Marsden Brooks, bam. And again, folks, if you are telling the truth, competing information just makes you look better. Better. You're over the target when you're catching flack, and having been a C-130 crew chief and having been fired at, I know what you're talking about, brother. Balance is great, and nature teaches us that. Lizzie, another great comment. Lizzie's the one that just sits in the back of the room watching everybody scream and holler. And then when there's a lull, she brings out a little gem, polishes it off, and just throws it out there for us. They let Jeff put up Antichrist vids. Think they care what you say as long as people watch? Why, Max? Are we cross? Antichrist vids. I've actually never put up an Antichrist vid. I've put up an anti-Christian vid. I put up anti-Paul vids. I put up anti-Dung Bible vids. I've put up anti-Marzulli vids, anti-Clark vids. I've put up anti-Jesuit vids, but I've never put up an anti-Christ vid. You know what I need to get? I need to get one of those Star Trek chessboard things and set it in my background. Bam. I like it. Note to self. Literally. Literal note to self. Chess. Have you ever seen a literal note to self? Literal note to self. They aren't taking away, just adding to it, says Dalton Gaming. I agree. Rex is awesome. I do love watching Rex. They can't stop the truth. This is a healthy outlook and clever. Thank you. I'd be happy if they get rid of the flat earthers. I wouldn't, because even though I'm not a flat earther, I like the idea that flat earthers think outside the box. And if they can stop from being evangelical about it and zealots about it, it might open up their minds to other truths. And I support flat earthers' right to be wrong. And I support the spirit of inquiry. Max says he loves flatters. If it helps you out, just don't give my Christian whistleblower a hard time. Ah, thank you, April. Move over, Bobby Fischer. We got a new chess champ. Absolutely. The more data, the better the analysis. Dalton, boom. It's just going to prove what you've been saying all along. See, that's why it doesn't bother me. More information makes me look smarter. I'm not afraid of information. It makes me look smarter. When you say real humans, yeah, we're not checker chumps. We're chess champs. Justin Rossi, love it. We are not checker chumps. And if you're worried by this, you probably are. We're chess champs. We're not worried. When you say real humans, yeah, we're the last generation of real humans. GMO, 5G, food, water, air, chemtrails, will be a GMO, I think, by the next generation of humans. We're the last generation of real humans. That's why I've got the stupid military garb on. That's why I've got the Don't Tread on Me hat. That's why we're the Gospel Truth Army. We're the last generation of real humans. It's time to lock and load and get busy. A lot of useless channels are going back to the ether. Probably. And guess what? That's better too. Here I go again, getting in trouble. The less noise, the easier it is to be heard. And if there's some channels that get kicked off because they can't stand having information from Wikipedia posted on their videos, then, well, bye. If them posting information from Wikipedia wrecks your channel, then, well, bye. You don't have much of a channel. Ooh, should I say it? Should I say it, Periscope, or should I just bite my tongue? If light shining on you makes you run, then you're a cockroach. A cucaracha. Ooh, that hurt. Doesn't seem like this would affect my content. I don't think so, Sandra D. Who could get mad at Sandra D'Angelo? I mean, come on. What's Wikipedia going to put up on Sandra D's channel? I can't think of one thing they would object to. Ooh, Lit T's a horse trader. Awesome. I can't do nothing but respect Jeff's rules. All right, Delaney, but you don't ever break them. I like Rick and Delaney, though, because they'll push the envelope a little bit, and that's all right. I respect that. I am lazy 4 times in one show is too much work. Yeah, I probably should. But Adam Sarah said, your platform, your rules. Their platform, their rules. Light a match. I'm not lighting any matches. It's my house. Like Brandon says, it's my house. My dad said the tail don't wag the dog in this house. Absolutely right. Say it the way it is, Jeff. Let it be known. That's what I try to do. Oh, a Cuban? I would love to smoke a Cuban. Absolutely. The truth speaks for itself regardless of the messenger or carry the messenger. YouTube is a vehicle, which these days are expendable. You just have to use the vehicle's fuel while using it. I agree. The 3-strike rule. That's why I use that with my kids. Oh, when I use with my kids, it was a 1-strike rule. Don't do that. Bam! It was a strike. I was a terrible parent. I know I was, but it was that with my dad. My dad said, don't do it. And I did it again. I wake up on the floor thinking, what happened to me? It was a different day when your Christian whistleblower was a kid. It was a different day. Makes debates more interesting. I clicked the box. YouTube allows me to watch and listen to anything. All you got to do is follow the rules. Maybe he should put the definition of censorship up for everybody to see. What is censorship? Censorship definition. Here's the definition of censorship according to Wikipedia. The suppression or prohibition of any parts of books, films, news, etc., that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. Suppression. Prohibition. Are they suppressing or prohibiting your video? No. But they might suppress or prohibit you from putting it on their platform. It's their right. And remember, it goes all the way back to Rome. The office or position of the censor. So I'm not for censorship. I don't enjoy censorship. I wish YouTube would just let it roll and let it roll dirty. But they're not gonna. And I don't care. What if I smoke Cuban cigars? Oh, and if you bring one for me, you're in. It's just like you can't yell fire in a theater. Good one, Rachel. Dumbest thing I ever heard, Brandon said. I'm not sure what that is. The name Shem is a Hebrew baby name. The name Shem means name. Yeah, exactly. So it certainly doesn't mean rocket ship. That's just craziness. Go and read what the ACLU has to say on censorship. Us old folks call that home training. Learn your lane. If it ain't yours, you have to follow the rules. Moss and Brooks, once again, dropping truth bombs on us. What do I think of Mauro Bellino? Some reason doesn't resonate. Don't have anything good or bad to say. I'm probably not going down that road. Plus, he doesn't speak English, and seems like it'd be hard for me to have a show, but this is a good point. It's just like being at a Trump rally. You're a guest. You don't act right, they're going to ask you to leave. Jason Goodman has been copyright striking other truthers' channels for using his clips when he uses others' clips in his. I probably shouldn't have read that, but there you go. I ordered Ormus last night. I think it's starting to help me. Some folks out there forgot. We're here to learn to not to judge and share, not shame. You must pay for the internet connection. Yeah. Well, it's not that you must, but if you want some internet, you got to pay for the connection. Just like if you want some cable, you got to pay for the connection. But you don't have to. There's no rule that says you got to have internet. You choose to have internet. If you don't want internet, you don't have to have it, right? But if you want to have it, you got to pay for it. And I lost my place again. I lost my place again. Sorry. There we go. We need to make our own platforms. That's a great idea. Just writing content regarding my name choice. I've had contact with the Elohim. Said I would, likes the MYSTECH bands. Melissa has a good point. They got YouTube Red. If you want to play a little bit more, no ads. I should start a Discord channel and a Twitch account. I'll look into that. They haven't banned me. I got banned temporarily for a copyright strike. Would you just look at it? You can be a conspiracy theorist if you want. Thank you. Snoop Dogg dives deep. They're definitely collecting data. Okay. Laugh out loud. I thought that was a YouTube red and black backboard. No. Jeff, I'm posting my first vid. Good. If Earth is flat, why do we have to walk up and down the cliff I live on? Oh, that's funny. Old Alex Jones is playing 3D chess on the old YouTubes. Bremnot, you've pimped your video. Let's move along. Both Jeff and Sandra D are great. Thank you. There's many ways to use Ormus. Love the MYSTECH bands too, says Carmen Gibbs. Well, I didn't mean to stay here for an hour and a half. Stop it, Bremnot. See, this is what happens. Remove. I got nothing else. Is YouTube's new policy censorship? The rods say no. Is it going to drive checker players out of the game? Yes. Do 3D chess players love it? Yes. Does Sandra D have anything to worry about? No. Is your Christian whistleblower going to lose any sleep? No. Is your Christian whistleblower stoked? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm as happy as a pig in slop. I can't wait for the Wikipedia video, the Wikipedia information to come up on my channel. I don't think that I don't know if Heidi's done a second appeal or not. I don't know if they allow a second appeal, but let's hope that she does get it. Dawn says, marry me, Jeff, even though I have a husband. Maybe you can have two. Wow. Yeah. I don't think that that would work too well, Dawn. I really don't. But I appreciate you saying that. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get married again. Dawn looks like her husband's a very lucky man. She looks very pretty. I don't know that I'll ever get married again. It didn't go her way, says Sandra. And why shouldn't we get married? I think marrying is just part of the, we should use the rods for gun purchases. I think getting married is just part of the fear and guilt control matrix. Why do you got to sign a document? Why you got to go to a church to get married? Whose business is it? Of the church or business of the government? Well, Jeff, it's illegal. Why? Why should it be? Why should it be? Jennifer says, I would get married again if I met her. Okay. Jennifer Ginley says, you'd get married again if you met me. And I didn't say I wouldn't be with a person for the rest of my life. I just said, I won't get married. And Jennifer looks very marriage worthy as well. Great glasses, Jennifer. And I know a lot of people are going to say I'm being sexist and all that, but come on, man. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. You know, I've said it before. I found the one and I'm him. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. And I'm not precluding adding a wonderful woman to my life at some time in the future, but I don't think it will include marriage. Can you do a show on marriage? I should. That's a really good idea. Sandra says marriage is not for her. Catherine says she's not married. I didn't notice any of the irony of the checkers background until now. Sandra thinks it's a form of soul bondage. I do too. Another note to self. Marriage. Soul bondage. Maybe even spirit bondage. Not just soul bondage. Wendy says she knows for a fact she'll never get married again. True marriage is when two people have telepathy and the man gets PMS symptoms. Another good reason why I don't want to be married. Milk of magnesia and salt water. We're talking about stuff again. Marriage is a business. Commitment is different than marriage. I agree. I was married. It honestly never resonated with me. Ask your rods, Jeff. You're a male. I am a male. I'll never really get married. Dawn says she'll never get married again, document-wise. Mazden agrees that I'm a male. Well, thank you, Mazden. Oh, he might have been agreeing that commitment is different than marriage, but Mazden has got a good woman, and she's got a good man. So Mazden's probably on the other side of that with a girl like Akimi around. And I hope I said her name right. If I did get married, it'd be outside and barefoot. I like that, Catherine. I really do. I like that. Sorry. Catherine, also a very pretty lady. It looks like every lady that is subscribed to this channel is attractive, and I'm glad of that. I don't know why I have to go there. I've got to give the anti-Jeff channels some ammunition, because they can make good videos about me being sexist and surface and topical. This is some good stuff for them, because you know what? I love the anti-Jeff channel people too. I really do. So I try to help a sister out. And incidentally, it's all sisters. Brian says that marriage was originally a contract for slaves. I don't doubt. And guess what? It still is. I agree that marriage is another form of soul bondage. Sandra tattooed her ring finger to remind herself to stay awake. Interesting. Jeff, do you think there's twin souls? I think there might be twin souls, and it might be bondage, but I don't know if there's really twin spirits. Oh, what do you mean spirit soul? Well, we're going to talk about that. Attractive on the inside. That's really the most important part, isn't it? And I'll share this. I was in a mall in Portland, and I felt like I was back when I was a Christian, but I felt like the divine said, sit down on this bench. So I sat on this bench. He said, look around. I'm looking around. All sorts of pretty people. And then the Spirit asked me, what do you notice? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Beauty is common. So you got to look for more than beauty. Beauty is common. But then again, doesn't there have to be some physical attraction? I'm just saying, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Follow the White Rabbit is a female, but you wouldn't know it by her name and pick. No, because her pick is just a white rabbit. Who does not admire beauty? Do a show on marriage. I'm going to. Gee, we appreciate that. What you are inside radiates on the outside. Good point, Catherine. I tend to be attracted to a person's energy more than their looks. Interesting. Do marriages fail because they did not marry their soulmates? Again, I'm not buying the whole thing. Marriage is the legal side of doing business. Absolutely. It's mostly women on this channel. Actually, it's about 50-50, and I'm very proud of that. If I went into my analytics and showed you that, which YouTube doesn't want you to do, you'll see that it's like 51-49 men to women, and I like it because that's balanced. That's why I'm not afraid of Wikipedia putting information on my channel. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is the first of many layers. Moz and Brooks dropping wisdom on us. Dropping wisdom on us. All right, ladies and gentlemen. My wife took a leave of absence. That's great. Intelligence is sexy. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, in my humble opinion, the whole YouTube thing is a tempest in a teacup. It's not true censorship. If you're playing checkers, it might worry you. If you're playing chess, it doesn't. If you're playing 3D chess, you're going to leverage it to your advantage. Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, sharing my opinion on my channel. If you don't like it, feel free to watch somebody else's. I hope you don't. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll like. I hope you'll share. I hope you know that everything I say to help you unindoctrinate yourself. Lift your hands up. You are the Gospel Truth Army. I salute you, and I salute you on Twitter, Facebook, Periscope. Salute you here on YouTube. And we'll see you again later on today. Probably talking about souls, spirits, maybe even marriage. Take care, everybody.